I'm so glad you found your way here. Your body is healing itself right now, repairing damage while you simply exist. You'll discover the healing secret doctors are beginning to understand and learn why your mind is the most powerful medicine. Welcome to Sleepy Science Night. Now settle in. You're in your safe space while your brain quietly repairs itself, clearing toxins, preparing for tomorrow. Allow yourself this moment of peace. We'll journey through 100 psychology facts about healing, from invisible cellular repair happening now, to how thoughts create healing chemicals, to the bridge between hope and recovery. This thoughtful journey through consciousness builds bridges between searching minds. Your gentle support, a like, subscribe, or a quiet share, creates a pathway for more seekers to discover and brings us closer to protect this sanctuary for every tired mind who finds their way here. One peaceful night, one sleepy soul at a time. Let yourself settle completely here. Feel your jaw unclench, your breath deepen naturally. You can let these thoughts drift past without holding them. Sense that soothing heaviness enveloping you, like your consciousness slowly dimming its brightness. Thoughts dissolving into peaceful fog of approaching sleep. Close your eyes and breathe deeply. You're floating where memories rest safely in gentle darkness. Let your mind merge with infinite peace. And now we begin. Emotional pain activates the same brain regions as a broken bone. Scientists discovered this remarkable finding using brain imaging technology in recent years. When someone experiences heartbreak, rejection, or grief, their brain lights up in areas called the anterior cingulate cortex and the insula, the exact same spots that respond when you stub your toe or burn your hand. Your brain doesn't distinguish between types of pain. A 2024 study from Communications Biology confirmed that emotional memories create real physical changes in brain circuits. This means emotional pain isn't just in your head in the dismissive way people sometimes use that phrase. It's actually in your brain. Using the same warning system evolution gave us to protect ourselves from danger. Your mind treats emotional wounds as seriously as physical ones because, to your survival system, both matter equally. The amygdala acts like an alarm system for emotional pain. This almond-shaped structure deep in your brain has one main job: detect threats and create emotional responses. When something hurts you emotionally, your amygdala immediately springs into action, releasing stress chemicals and marking the experience as dangerous. Remember this. Research, published in 2025, showed that the amygdala becomes especially active during emotional stress, working overtime to protect you from similar situations in the future. But here's the challenge. The amygdala can't tell the difference between a real threat and a remembered one. When you recall painful memories during the day, your amygdala treats them as if they're happening right now. This is why thinking about emotional pain can make your heart race and your stomach tighten, even when you're perfectly safe. The hippocampus stores emotional memories with remarkable detail. This seahorse-shaped brain region acts like a filing system, organizing your experiences by context, emotion, and importance. But unlike neutral memories, emotional ones get filed with special markers that make them easier to recall and harder to forget. A 2024 review in Current Sleep Medicine Reports found that the hippocampus works closely with the amygdala to encode emotional experiences. Think of it this way. if your amygdala is the alarm, your hippocampus is the security camera, recording everything about when and why the alarm went off. This partnership creates vivid emotional memories, the kind where you remember exactly where you were, what you wore, even the weather on the day something painful happened. Stress hormones strengthen painful emotional memories. When you experience something distressing, your body releases cortisol and norepinephrine, chemicals designed to help you survive danger. But these same chemicals also act like highlighter ink on memory formation, making emotional experiences stick in your brain more firmly than ordinary moments. Recent studies from 2024 confirm that stress hormones during encoding create stronger, more persistent emotional memories. This explains why you might forget what you had for breakfast yesterday, but remember a hurtful comment from years ago with perfect clarity. Your brain prioritizes survival information, and painful experiences teach important lessons. Unfortunately, this same protective mechanism can sometimes trap you in cycles of remembering pain long after the actual danger has passed. The prefrontal cortex tries to regulate emotional responses. This region sits right behind your forehead and acts as the brain's executive center, the part that thinks rationally, makes plans, and tries to control impulses. When emotional pain hits, your prefrontal cortex attempts to calm down the amygdala's alarm response. It's like a wise advisor trying to reason with a panicking guard. Research from early 2025 in brain imaging and behavior showed that the prefrontal cortex works especially hard during emotional regulation. But here's the problem. During intense stress or when you're exhausted, the prefrontal cortex loses this balancing power. The alarm system wins. This is why emotional pain feels overwhelming when you're tired. Your brain's calming system simply can't keep up. Emotional pain creates measurable inflammation in your body. Scientists once believed emotions were purely mental, but recent research from 2024 and 2025 revealed that psychological distress triggers specific inflammatory markers throughout your system, including cytokines like interleukin-6 and tumor necrosis factor alpha, the same chemical messengers involved in physical wound healing. When you experience ongoing emotional pain, your immune system responds similarly to how it would fight an infection or injury. This connection between mind and body explains why grief can make you physically sick, why anxiety creates stomach problems, and why depression often comes with aches and fatigue. Your body and brain communicate constantly through chemical messengers. Emotional pain isn't separate from physical health. It's deeply interwoven with every system in your body. The insula connects emotional feelings with body sensations. This brain region creates what scientists call interoception, your ability to sense what's happening inside your body. When emotional pain strikes, the insula translates it into physical sensations. That heavy feeling in your chest during sadness, the knot in your stomach during anxiety, the tension in your shoulders during stress. A 2025 study confirmed that the insula becomes hyperactive during emotional distress. This is why emotional pain literally hurts. Your brain is generating real physical sensations to match your emotional state. The insula essentially asks, how should this emotion feel in the body? And then makes it happen. Chronic emotional pain can gradually reshape brain structure over time. Neuroscientists using MRI scans have observed that prolonged stress may be associated with reduced volume in areas like the hippocampus and prefrontal cortex, while the amygdala, involved in threat detection, sometimes shows increased activity patterns. Research from late 2024 confirmed these changes aren't permanent. The brain remains plastic throughout life, capable of recovering and reorganizing given proper rest and reduced stress. This finding explains why unhealed emotional wounds sometimes feel heavier over time. Your brain adapts to chronic pain by becoming more vigilant, more reactive. Yet this same plasticity offers hope with the right conditions, especially quality sleep. The brain can restore healthier patterns. The cingulate cortex acts as pain's volume control. This brain region wraps around the corpus callosum deep inside your brain, and it regulates how intensely you experience both physical and emotional pain. Some people have more active cingulate cortices, making them more sensitive to pain. Others have quieter activity, making them more resilient. Recent 2025 neuroscience research revealed that sleep quality affects cingulate cortex function. When you sleep poorly, this region loses its ability to dampen pain signals. Everything hurts more, both physically and emotionally, when you're exhausted. Your brain's volume control simply stops working properly. Emotional pain served an evolutionary purpose. Anthropologists and neuroscientists believe the brain's emotional pain system evolved to keep humans connected to their social groups. In prehistoric times, separation from the social group created serious survival challenges. Reduced protection, limited access to resources, and shared knowledge. The brain developed social pain to feel urgent, motivating repair of relationships and maintenance of important bonds. This ancient system still operates today. Your brain treats rejection, loss, and loneliness as survival threats because, for most of human history, social connection determined survival. The circuitry hasn't fully adapted to modern life, where you can physically survive alone. Neural networks of pain span multiple brain regions, working together. The anterior cingulate cortex, insula, prefrontal cortex, amygdala, and hippocampus don't operate in isolation. They form an interconnected system called the pain matrix. When emotional pain occurs, signals travel between these regions in milliseconds, creating your complete experience of hurt. Evidence suggests this network becomes more synchronized with repeated emotional injuries, essentially practicing the pattern of pain. This is why past wounds can make new ones hurt more intensely. Your brain has learned the pathway, making it easier to travel each time something triggers that familiar ache. Neurotransmitters carry emotional messages throughout your brain. Serotonin, dopamine, norepinephrine, and others act as chemical messengers, determining not just your mood, but how you process pain. Low serotonin levels, for instance, are associated with both depression and increased pain sensitivity. When emotional distress depletes these neurotransmitters, your brain loses natural buffers against suffering. Sleep helps restore these chemical balances. During rest, your brain replenishes neurotransmitter supplies, preparing your system to handle emotional challenges more effectively when you wake. Chemical balance supports emotional resilience in ways you never consciously notice. Genetic factors influence how you experience emotional pain. Scientists have identified specific gene variations that affect pain sensitivity, stress response, and emotional regulation. Some people inherit genes that make their nervous systems more reactive to emotional distress. Others have genetic variations that provide natural resilience. But genes aren't destiny. Research shows that environmental factors, including sleep quality, stress levels, and social support, can influence how these genes express themselves. Your genetic inheritance creates tendencies, not certainties. The choices you make, including prioritizing rest, can shift how your inherited traits manifest in daily life. Childhood experiences shape adult emotional pain circuitry. The developing brain is especially sensitive to early emotional experiences. Children who experience consistent emotional security develop neural pathways that process pain with greater resilience. Those who face early adversity may develop more reactive pain networks, making adult emotional injuries feel more intense. Neuroscientists call this neural scaffolding. Early experiences create the framework upon which later patterns build. Understanding this helps explain why some people seem more vulnerable to emotional pain. Their brains were shaped differently from the beginning, through no fault of their own. Trauma affects brain development in measurable ways. Severe or prolonged emotional trauma during formative years can alter how stress response systems mature. The amygdala may become overactive, the prefrontal cortex underdeveloped, and the hippocampus smaller. These aren't permanent sentences, though. The brain's remarkable plasticity means that with proper support, including therapy, safe relationships, and consistent quality sleep, these patterns can gradually shift toward healthier functioning. Healing from developmental trauma takes patience and time, but the brain's capacity for reorganization throughout life offers genuine hope for change. Mirror neurons help you feel others' pain. These specialized brain cells fire both when you experience something and when you watch someone else experience it. This is the biological basis for empathy. You literally simulate others' experiences in your own neural networks. When someone you care about suffers, your pain circuits activate in sympathy. This explains why watching loved ones struggle can hurt almost as much as your own difficulties. Your brain doesn't fully distinguish between witnessed pain and personal pain. Empathy has a neural cost that affects your emotional state. Dopamine plays a surprising role in emotional healing. While often called the pleasure chemical, dopamine is really about motivation and seeking. It helps your brain learn from experiences and pursue rewards. After emotional pain, dopamine systems can become disrupted, making it hard to feel motivated or find joy in things you once loved. Sleep helps restore dopamine function. During rest, your brain recalibrates these motivational circuits, helping you wake with renewed capacity to engage with life. Small amounts of recovered motivation accumulate over time into meaningful healing. Serotonin provides emotional stability and calm. This neurotransmitter regulates mood, but also influences how you process emotional pain. Adequate serotonin acts like emotional insulation, preventing minor difficulties from feeling catastrophic. Low serotonin removes this buffer, making everything feel raw and more painful. Sleep supports serotonin production and regulation. During certain sleep stages, your brain balances serotonin levels, preparing your emotional regulation system for the next day. Quality rest literally helps build your capacity for emotional stability, one night at a time. Oxytocin, the bonding hormone, soothes emotional pain, released during positive social connections, physical touch, and feelings of trust. Oxytocin naturally reduces stress and promotes healing. It counteracts cortisol and calms the amygdala's alarm responses. Even memories of loving connections can trigger small oxytocin releases. This is why thinking about supportive relationships sometimes helps when you're hurting. Your brain can use memories of connection to self-soothe. Sleep enhances these comforting neural patterns, strengthening the mental pathways that lead to feelings of safety and belonging. The vagus nerve connects your brain to your body's calming systems. This long nerve runs from your brainstem down through your chest and abdomen, linking your brain to your heart, lungs, and digestive system. When activated, it triggers the rest and digest response, counteracting stress. Deep breathing, gentle movement, and quality sleep all strengthen vagal tone. A well-functioning vagus nerve helps you recover from emotional stress more quickly. Sleep gives this nerve the recovery time it needs to maintain your body's natural calming mechanisms. Autonomic nervous system balance determines stress resilience. Your nervous system has two branches: sympathetic, fight or flight, and parasympathetic, rest and digest. Chronic emotional pain keeps the sympathetic branch activated, leaving you in constant low-level stress. Sleep allows the parasympathetic branch to take over completely, giving your body deep restoration. This nightly rebalancing is essential. Without it, your nervous system gets stuck in stress mode, making every new emotional challenge feel overwhelming. Rest isn't optional for emotional health. It's when your nervous system remembers how to find calm. The brain-gut axis links emotional pain to digestive distress. Your gut contains millions of neurons that communicate constantly with your brain through neural, hormonal, and immune pathways. Emotional stress directly affects gut function, causing the stomach problems that often accompany anxiety or grief. This connection works both ways. Gut health influences emotional well-being. Sleep supports this entire system. During rest, your digestive system repairs itself while your brain processes emotions, creating conditions where both can heal. The gut truly is your second brain, responding to emotional states. Chronic stress weakens regulatory brain circuits. When emotional pain becomes constant, the prefrontal cortex, your rational, regulating center, begins to fatigue. It's like a muscle that's been flexed too long without rest. This weakening happens gradually, so you might not notice until suddenly everything feels unmanageable. New findings reveal that even a few nights of quality sleep can begin restoring prefrontal function. Your brain's regulatory capacity isn't permanently damaged by stress. It's temporarily depleted. Rest provides the recovery window these circuits need to regain strength and effectiveness. Daytime thinking often intensifies rather than resolves deep pain. When you consciously try to work through emotional wounds while awake, your brain's protective mechanisms interfere. You rationalize, distract, or suppress because full awareness of pain feels unbearable. Conscious thought also keeps activating stress responses. Thinking about the painful event triggers the same neural patterns as experiencing it. This is why rumination hurts so much. you're repeatedly recreating the injury in your mind. Your waking consciousness, despite its intelligence, can't access the deeper processing your sleeping brain performs effortlessly. Your waking mind protects you by gently setting aside pain, allowing you to function through your day. This conscious care is necessary. You couldn't work, connect with others, or live fully if emotional pain consumed every waking moment. Yet this same protection means the emotional experiences wait quietly for deeper processing. Your sleeping mind approaches them differently, with patient curiosity rather than protective avoidance. Sleep offers something consciousness cannot: the ability to face pain without fear, to process without protecting, to integrate what the waking mind must temporarily set aside. Let's pause here and notice your body. As you breathe out slowly, appreciate each tiny cell inside. Trillions of organisms working in silence. Heart beating, lungs breathing, brain thinking, all without your command. Notice the gentle sensations on your skin, in your muscles, along your spine. You are a complete ecosystem, diverse, self-balancing. Now we continue. Sleep lowers the brain's defensive barriers. The moment you fall asleep, your prefrontal cortex, the part that controls and suppresses emotion during the day, reduces its activity. This isn't a malfunction. It's the design. Recent 2024 research in sleep medicine showed that the prefrontal cortex intentionally steps aside during sleep, allowing deeper brain structures to process emotional experiences without conscious interference. It's like a strict editor finally leaving the room so the writer can explore difficult truths. Your sleeping brain can examine pain that your waking mind would immediately avoid or rationalize away. REM sleep creates a unique neurochemical environment for emotional processing. During rapid eye movement sleep, your brain releases specific patterns of neurotransmitters while blocking others. A comprehensive 2024 review confirmed that norepinephrine, a stress chemical, drops to near zero levels during REM sleep. This creates a safe neurological space where you can revisit emotional memories without re-experiencing the full stress response. Your brain reviews the painful experience, but without the chemical panic that accompanied it originally. It's emotional therapy conducted by your sleeping mind. REM sleep happens in 90-minute cycles throughout the night. Sleep isn't one continuous state, but a journey through different stages. You enter light sleep, descend into deep, slow wave sleep, then rise into REM sleep about 90 minutes after falling asleep. This cycle repeats 4 to 6 times each night. Groundbreaking research from March 2025, published in Communications Biology, revealed that both slow wave and REM sleep contribute to emotional healing in complementary ways. Your brain needs multiple cycles, multiple passes through the repair workshop to fully process complex emotional experiences. The brain replays emotional memories during sleep. Scientists recording neural activity in sleeping brains discovered that the hippocampus reactivates the same patterns of neurons that fired during waking emotional experiences. Your brain is literally replaying the painful event, but under very different conditions than when it first happened. A 2024 study on targeted memory reactivation confirmed this replay mechanism. Think of it like watching a recording of a distressing conversation. You see it again, but you're not in danger anymore. Distance creates perspective. Sleep separates the emotional charge from the memory content. This is perhaps sleep's most remarkable healing property. During REM sleep, your brain can review what happened without reliving the emotional intensity. Multiple studies from 2024 and 2025 showed that memories processed during sleep retain their factual content, but lose some of their emotional punch. You remember the event, but it doesn't hurt quite as much. The story remains, but the pain softens. This is emotional editing, changing not what you remember, but how it feels. Theta brainwaves during REM sleep facilitate memory editing. These slower brain rhythms, oscillating at 4 to 8 cycles per second, create optimal conditions for memory reconsolidation. Research published in 2024 showed that theta activity allows emotional memories to become temporarily malleable. During these windows, your brain can adjust emotional associations without altering factual content. The frequency itself seems important. Theta waves create a state where memories are accessible yet changeable. Your sleeping brain uses these natural rhythms to gently reshape how you hold painful experiences. Sleep spindles in N. 2. Sleep support. Emotional integration. These brief bursts of brain activity, lasting just a second or two, appear during lighter sleep stages. New evidence suggests sleep spindles help transfer emotional memories from temporary storage in the hippocampus to long-term storage in the cortex, but in a modified form. The 2025 research on emotional memory showed that people with more sleep spindles processed emotions more effectively. These tiny neural events, happening hundreds of times each night, quietly facilitate your emotional healing. Slow-wave sleep provides deep emotional regulation. During the deepest sleep stages, characterized by slow, rolling brain waves, your nervous system achieves its most profound rest. Blood pressure drops, stress hormones decline to their lowest levels, and the brain consolidates emotional lessons learned during the day. Studies show that slow-wave sleep particularly helps regulate the amygdala's reactivity. When you get adequate deep sleep, your emotional alarm system becomes less sensitive, less likely to trigger unnecessarily. Deep sleep teaches your brain the difference between real threats and remembered ones. Cortisol rhythms reset during quality sleep. This stress hormone naturally follows a daily pattern: high in the morning to help you wake, low at night to help you sleep. Chronic emotional stress disrupts this rhythm, leaving cortisol elevated around the clock. Quality sleep helps restore the natural pattern. During the night, cortisol drops to its lowest point, giving your body and brain relief from stress chemistry. This nightly dip is essential. It's when your system recovers from the day's emotional demands. The amygdala's reactivity reduces after sleep. Brain imaging studies show that a night of good sleep actually changes how the amygdala responds to emotional stimuli the next day. After quality rest, this emotional alarm center reacts less intensely to mildly negative images or situations. Research from 2024 confirmed that sleep-deprived people show exaggerated amygdala responses. Everything feels more threatening, more upsetting. Sleep recalibrates your threat detection system, helping you respond to emotional challenges with appropriate rather than excessive reactions. Hippocampal prefrontal dialogue during sleep consolidates emotional learning. While you sleep, These two brain regions communicate back and forth, integrating new emotional experiences into your existing knowledge. The hippocampus sends memory details to the prefrontal cortex, which organizes them into broader patterns and meaning. This conversation happens silently, beneath awareness. By morning, painful experiences have been woven into your life narrative, connected to other memories and lessons. They become part of your history rather than immediate wounds. Dream content often serves as metaphorical, emotional processing. Dreams rarely replay events exactly as they happened. Instead, your sleeping brain creates symbolic narratives that explore emotional themes. You might dream about losing your way when grieving a relationship, or facing storms when processing anxiety. These metaphors allow your brain to work with emotional material indirectly, reducing the intensity while still processing the underlying feelings. Dreams are your sleeping mind's creative approach to healing, using story and symbol to approach what direct thought cannot. Crying during sleep can be therapeutic. Sometimes emotional processing during sleep becomes so intense that you wake with tears on your cheeks. This isn't a sign that something's wrong. It's evidence that deep healing work is happening. Your sleeping brain encountered an emotional memory that needed release, and your body responded naturally. These nighttime tears often bring a sense of relief, even if you don't remember the dream. Your sleeping self sometimes knows how to grieve in ways your waking self resists. Sleep temporarily depotentiates emotional synapses. In simpler terms, the neural connections that carry emotional pain signals can weaken overnight. Synapses that fired together during emotional distress don't strengthen the way they normally would. Sleep interrupts that process. This mechanism prevents emotional memories from becoming too deeply carved into your neural architecture. Each night of sleep gives your brain a chance to soften the pathways of pain, making them a little less traveled, a little less automatic. Multiple sleep cycles are needed for complex emotional healing. A single night rarely resolves deep emotional pain, but it begins the process. Each REM period offers another opportunity for memory replay and editing. Each slow wave phase provides more nervous system restoration. Over weeks and months, these nightly efforts accumulate. Gradual healing happens through repetition, your brain returning again and again to painful memories during sleep, each time processing them a bit more thoroughly, integrating them a bit more completely, until one day you wake and realize the pain has shifted. You're still here, still awake, still drifting with us through these stories. Take a slow breath. Notice how your body feels a little lighter now, as if emotional weight itself has loosened its grip just slightly. We're wandering through healing together, you and I and everyone listening in the quiet dark, exploring how the mind repairs itself while you rest. There's no rush, no destination. Let's continue. Memory reconsolidation allows the brain to rewrite emotional experiences. This process, confirmed by 2024 research, works like this. When a memory is recalled, it becomes temporarily unstable, malleable, like clay that's been moistened. During sleep, memories are naturally recalled and reconsolidated. This gives your brain a chance to edit them slightly before saving them again. The core facts remain, but emotional associations can shift. Past pain gets quietly recontextualized, integrated into your broader life narrative, where it hurts less. The default mode network activates during sleep for self-reflection. This large-scale brain network, studied extensively in recent research, including a 2025 publication in Brain and Behavior, becomes active during rest and sleep. It connects regions involved in self-awareness, memory, and emotional processing. Think of it as your brain's internal narrative system, the part that creates your sense of self and personal history. During sleep, this network quietly works to integrate new experiences into your ongoing life story, finding meaning and connections you couldn't see while awake. Sleep helps contextualize painful experiences within broader life patterns. When something hurts, it can feel overwhelming and all-consuming in the moment. But your sleeping brain has access to your entire history of experiences. It can place the current pain alongside other challenges you've faced and overcome. This broader perspective naturally emerges during sleep as different memory systems communicate. By morning, yesterday's catastrophe often feels more manageable, not because the facts changed, but because your brain has positioned them within a larger, more hopeful narrative. Dreams use symbolic, emotional processing. Your sleeping mind rarely works with emotional content directly. Instead, it creates scenarios that embody emotional themes. Feeling powerless might become dreams of being unprepared for an exam. Loss might appear as searching for something you can't find. These symbolic representations allow your brain to explore feelings without triggering full stress responses. The metaphorical distance provides safety. You can experience and process the emotion through the dream narrative without overwhelming your system with direct confrontation of the actual pain. Nightmares can be therapeutic despite feeling frightening. When painful emotions need strong processing, dreams can intensify into nightmares. While distressing, these vivid dreams often represent your brain working hard to integrate difficult material. Research on trauma processing suggests that nightmares sometimes indicate active healing. Your sleeping mind courageously approaching memories that waking consciousness still finds too threatening. Not all nightmares serve this function, but some represent exactly the deep emotional work your brain needs to do to move toward resolution. Sleep depth correlates with emotional resilience. People who regularly achieve deep, slow-wave sleep show greater emotional stability and faster recovery from distress. Deep sleep provides the most profound nervous system restoration, allowing stress chemicals to clear completely and regulatory circuits to fully reset. Even if you can't control dream content or memory processing, simply getting adequate deep sleep builds emotional resilience. Your brain accumulates healing benefits from every cycle of deep rest, even when you're unaware of any specific emotional work happening. Different sleep stages handle different types of emotional content. Light sleep and REM sleep excel at processing social and interpersonal emotions, relationship conflicts, social rejection, interpersonal loss. Deep, slow-wave sleep better handles more fundamental emotional regulation, restoring baseline calm, reducing overall anxiety levels, strengthening general resilience. Your brain matches the type of sleep to the emotional work needed. This is why you need complete, uninterrupted sleep cycles. Each stage contributes uniquely to emotional healing, and all are necessary for comprehensive recovery. Bilateral eye movements in REM sleep may support emotional processing. During REM, Your eyes move rapidly from side to side beneath closed lids. Some researchers theorize these movements facilitate communication between brain hemispheres, helping integrate emotional memories. This bilateral stimulation resembles certain trauma therapy techniques. While the exact mechanism remains debated, evidence suggests these eye movements aren't random. They correlate with dream content and emotional memory activation. Your sleeping brain may use physical eye movement to support psychological healing, linking body and mind. The brain naturally moves toward resolution during sleep, given the right conditions: safety, to rest, time. Your brain's inherent tendency is toward healing and integration. It doesn't want to hold pain unnecessarily. Sleep provides the conditions where this natural healing drive can operate freely, without conscious interference, without defensive suppression. Your sleeping brain gently works to resolve emotional conflicts, integrate painful experiences, and restore psychological equilibrium. Healing isn't something you force. It's something you allow by providing the rest your brain needs to do what it naturally does. Halfway through our journey, the answer is emerging. Sleep doesn't erase pain. It transforms it into something you can carry. Your waking mind can't do this work because consciousness itself interferes. Awareness creates self-protection, suppression, avoidance. But your sleeping mind, operating below conscious control, can touch the wound directly, clean it gently, and begin the slow process of knitting torn emotional tissue back together. Healing isn't forgetting. Healing is learning to hold pain differently, more softly, more wisely. And sleep teaches your brain exactly how. Let each breath guide you to realize time is yours, a separate stream that only you are living. While the vast universe continues to spin, expand, change, this second you're breathing, listening, is unique. Cherish the present moment, knowing that right now, your time is unique in the universe. And we continue drifting. Heart rate variability increases during healthy sleep, reflecting nervous system healing. HRV measures the variation in time between heartbeats. Higher variation indicates better stress, resilience, and emotional regulation. Multiple 2024 studies, including research in Frontiers in Physiology, confirmed that quality sleep improves HRV by allowing the parasympathetic nervous system to reset and rebalance. This isn't just correlation, it's biological restoration. Better sleep creates a calmer nervous system, which makes you more emotionally resilient when awake. Your heart and brain heal together. The vagus nerve resets during deep sleep. This long, wandering nerve connects your brain to your heart, lungs, and digestive system, carrying signals that trigger your body's calming response. During deep sleep, vagal tone strengthens. The nerve becomes more effective at its job of promoting rest and recovery. A well-functioning vagus nerve helps you bounce back from emotional stress more quickly. Each night of quality sleep strengthens this vital connection between your emotional brain and your physical calming systems. Autonomic nervous system rebalancing happens during rest. Your nervous system has two modes: sympathetic activation for action and parasympathetic for restoration. Chronic emotional pain keeps you stuck in sympathetic overdrive. Sleep allows complete parasympathetic dominance, your body finally gets uninterrupted restoration time. Heart rate slows, blood pressure drops, digestion resumes normal function. This nightly rebalancing is essential. Without it, your stress response stays activated constantly, making emotional recovery nearly impossible. Sleep isn't just rest. It's active nervous system recalibration. The glymphatic system clears metabolic waste during sleep. Discovered relatively recently, this brain-wide clearance system becomes dramatically more active during rest. Brain cells actually shrink slightly during sleep, expanding the spaces between them by about 60%. This allows cerebrospinal fluid to flow through brain tissue, washing away accumulated metabolic debris. Research from 2025 linked glymphatic function to emotional regulation. A clean brain processes emotions more effectively. Physical waste clearance supports mental clarity and emotional stability in ways scientists are only beginning to understand. Brain waste clearance during sleep affects emotional processing. The glymphatic system doesn't just remove physical waste. It clears inflammatory molecules and stress-related proteins that accumulate during emotional distress. Recent 2025 discoveries showed that this nightly cleaning supports next-day emotional function. Poor sleep impairs waste clearance, leaving these molecules to interfere with normal emotional processing. Quality sleep literally washes your brain clean, removing the biological residue of yesterday's stress and preparing neural circuits for fresh emotional challenges. Slow-wave sleep provides profound physical and emotional restoration. During the deepest sleep stages, your brain waves slow along, rolling patterns. Growth hormone releases, tissue repairs, and emotional circuitry reorganizes. This is when your brain consolidates emotional lessons from the day, transferring them from temporary to long-term storage in modified form. People who regularly achieve adequate slow-wave sleep show better emotional regulation and faster recovery from stress. Deep sleep isn't just physically restorative, it's emotionally essential. Inflammation throughout your body reduces during quality sleep. Emotional stress creates widespread inflammation in your brain, your cardiovascular system, even your joints. Sleep naturally lowers inflammatory markers, giving your entire system relief. This anti-inflammatory effect supports both physical and emotional healing. Research shows that even one night of poor sleep increases inflammation, while consistent quality rest keeps it controlled. Your emotional wounds heal faster when the inflammatory environment calms, and sleep provides exactly that cellular level peace. Growth hormone releases during deep sleep, supporting neural repair. This hormone doesn't just affect physical growth, it helps maintain and repair brain tissue throughout life. During slow-wave sleep, growth hormone surges, facilitating neuroplasticity and neural recovery. Brain cells damaged by stress chemicals during emotional distress need this repair support. Without adequate deep sleep, your brain can't fully recover from the daily wear of emotional challenges. Physical restoration enables psychological healing in concrete, biological ways. The brain's interstitial space expands during sleep, allowing fluid flow. Between your brain cells exists tiny space filled with fluid. During waking hours, this space stays compressed. When you sleep, it expands significantly, allowing fresh cerebrospinal fluid to flow through, delivering nutrients and removing waste. This expansion doesn't happen during wakefulness. It requires actual sleep. Your brain literally needs to be offline to perform this essential maintenance that supports emotional processing and cognitive function. Sleep deprivation disrupts all healing processes. Missing sleep doesn't just make you tired. It cascades through every system. Stress hormones stay elevated. Inflammation increases. The glymphatic system stalls. Neurotransmitter production falters. And emotional circuits can't reset properly. Even one night of poor sleep affects emotional processing the next day. Chronic sleep loss creates a downward spiral where emotional pain prevents sleep, and sleep loss intensifies emotional pain. Breaking this cycle requires prioritizing rest, especially when you're hurting. The gut-brain axis communicates constantly during rest. Your digestive system contains its own nervous system. Millions of neurons that send signals to your brain. Emotional stress disrupts gut function, while gut problems affect mood and anxiety. During sleep, this two-way communication continues. But without the interference of stress hormones, your gut repairs its lining, restores beneficial bacteria balance, and recalibrates its neural signals. Gut healing supports brain healing in this intimate partnership between body and mind. Immune system regulation happens predominantly during sleep. Your body's defense system doesn't just fight infections. It responds to psychological stress. Chronic emotional distress activates immune responses inappropriately, creating inflammation without actual threats to fight. Sleep allows immune recalibration. During rest, inflammatory signals quiet while healing immune functions strengthen. This nightly reset prevents your immune system from staying stuck in emergency mode. Emotional healing requires immune cooperation, and sleep facilitates exactly that biological teamwork. Cellular repair mechanisms function optimally during rest. Every cell in your body, including brain neurons, undergoes continuous damage from normal metabolism. Repair processes work constantly, but they accelerate dramatically during sleep. Damaged proteins get broken down and rebuilt. Cellular membranes repair, and energy stores replenish. Your brain cells, working hard all day to process emotions and maintain consciousness, especially need this nightly maintenance. Without adequate sleep, cellular damage accumulates faster than repair can address. Melatonin does more than induce sleep. This hormone, released as darkness falls, has antioxidant properties protecting brain cells from stress damage. It also influences mood and emotional regulation directly. Low melatonin levels correlate with increased anxiety and depression. Quality sleep ensures healthy melatonin rhythms, which support both falling asleep and maintaining emotional balance. This small molecule connects your body's daily rhythms to emotional well-being in surprisingly profound ways. Circadian rhythms influence emotional regulation beyond sleep itself. Your internal biological clock affects when stress hormones release, when body temperature peaks, when alertness rises and falls. Disrupted circadian rhythms, from shift work or irregular sleep schedules, increase vulnerability to emotional difficulties. Even with adequate sleep duration, poor timing can impair emotional processing. Your brain evolved to perform certain healing functions at specific times. Respecting these natural rhythms supports emotional health just as much as sleep quantity. Body temperature drops during sleep, supporting brain function. Your core temperature needs to decrease for deep sleep to occur. This cooling isn't just a side effect, it's functionally important. Cooler temperatures improve cerebral waste clearance and support memory consolidation. The brain actually prefers slight coolness for optimal emotional processing. This is why sleeping in cool rooms often improves sleep quality. Your body temperature naturally drops at night, helping your brain perform its healing work more effectively. Blood pressure decreases significantly during sleep, giving cardiovascular rest. This nightly dip in blood pressure allows your heart and blood vessels to recover from daily stress. Emotional distress keeps blood pressure elevated during waking hours. Sleep provides the only sustained period of cardiovascular relaxation. People who don't experience normal nighttime blood pressure dips show higher rates of both heart disease and mood disorders. Physical cardiovascular rest enables emotional resilience. Your heart and emotions heal together. Muscle tension releases progressively throughout sleep stages. During REM sleep, most voluntary muscles become temporarily paralyzed, giving them complete rest. This physical relaxation supports emotional processing. Chronic emotional stress manifests as physical tension, tight shoulders, clenched jaw, knotted stomach. Sleep allows these muscles to finally release completely. Morning flexibility often reflects nighttime emotional processing. Your body lets go of physical tension as your mind lets go of emotional strain. Sleep consolidates learning about emotional regulation. During the day, you practice managing emotions, sometimes successfully, sometimes not. Sleep helps consolidate the successful strategies, strengthening neural pathways that worked. Your brain learns from your emotional experiences while you rest, integrating lessons about what helps you feel calmer and more resilient. This consolidation happens automatically during sleep. You wake slightly better equipped to handle emotional challenges, even without conscious practice, because your sleeping brain studied yesterday's experiences. Energy metabolism shifts during sleep to support brain healing. When you're awake, your brain uses energy for consciousness, thinking, and responding to the world. During sleep, that energy redirects toward maintenance and repair. Glucose metabolism patterns shift to prioritize cleanup and consolidation over immediate function. This metabolic reallocation is why sleep is so powerfully restorative. Your brain finally has the energy to invest in healing, rather than just surviving moment to moment. Sleep supports neuroplasticity, your brain's ability to reorganize itself. Emotional healing requires neural reorganization, strengthening healthy emotional circuits while weakening maladaptive ones. This plasticity happens most dramatically during sleep. Synapses that support resilience strengthen, while those maintaining chronic pain patterns gradually weaken. Each night of sleep gives your brain opportunity to restructure itself slightly in healthier directions. Small changes accumulate over time into meaningful transformation of emotional response patterns. Protein synthesis in brain cells peaks during sleep. Proteins are the building blocks of neural connections and neurotransmitters. During sleep, your brain rapidly produces proteins needed for memory consolidation, synaptic changes, and emotional regulation. This protein production requires specific sleep stages to occur optimally. Without adequate sleep, Your brain lacks the molecular materials needed to implement emotional healing at the cellular level. Psychological changes require biological building blocks that only sleep provides. Dreams sometimes allow rehearsal of emotional coping strategies. While not all dreams serve obvious functions, some appear to let you practice handling difficult situations. You might dream of confronting someone who hurt you, or finding creative solutions to waking problems. These rehearsals happen in a safe space where real-world consequences don't apply. Your sleeping brain experiments with emotional responses, testing different approaches, preparing you to handle actual challenges more effectively when you wake. Sleep deprivation makes neutral situations feel emotionally threatening. When you're exhausted, your ability to accurately assess social and emotional situations fails. Neutral facial expressions look angry. Ambiguous comments feel critical. Everything carries negative emotional weight. Research confirms that sleep-deprived brains misinterpret neutral stimuli as threatening. This perceptual distortion makes emotional healing impossible. You can't process past pain effectively when everything present feels threatening. Rest restores accurate emotional perception. We now understand that emotional healing isn't just psychological. It's whole body restoration. Your sleeping body is a healing body. Brain cells expand and contract to flush out toxins. Blood pressure drops, giving your cardiovascular system rest. Stress hormones decline while healing hormones rise. Inflammation subsides throughout your entire system. Neural circuits reorganize and strengthen. Your sleeping mind doesn't work alone. It conducts an orchestra of physical healing processes, all synchronized to restore you completely. Body and mind together. Almost done. Relax even deeper. Did you know most matter, from a grain of sand to a star, is empty space? Atoms are mostly empty space between nucleus and electrons. Even your body is more space than matter. So let go. Let all pressure, all worry dissolve, like dust particles floating, drifting in the immense universe. We'll continue with the final facts. Sleep quality predicts recovery from grief better than time alone. A comprehensive 2024 to 2025 systematic review showed that people who maintain good sleep during emotional crises heal faster and more completely than those who sleep poorly. Regardless of how many months have passed, time doesn't heal all wounds. Sleep heals wounds. Each night of quality rest is active medicine, not passive waiting. Your brain uses that time to work on your behalf. Therapy works better when combined with good sleep. Psychological counseling helps you understand and process emotional pain consciously. Sleep helps you integrate those insights at deeper neural levels. Research shows that people in therapy who also prioritize sleep show faster improvement than those who don't. Talk therapy provides the map. Sleep lets your brain actually travel the healing journey. Conscious insight and unconscious processing work together. Neither alone is sufficient. Chronic sleep deprivation amplifies emotional pain perception. Missing sleep doesn't just leave you tired. It fundamentally changes how you experience emotion. Small disappointments feel catastrophic. Minor criticisms feel devastating. Your emotional volume control breaks. Studies confirm sleep-deprived people rate neutral images as more emotionally negative. The world doesn't change, but your perception does. Rest restores accurate emotional perspective, helping you see situations as they are, rather than through exhaustion's distorting lens. Sleep-deprived people misinterpret neutral social cues as threatening. When exhausted, your brain's threat detection system becomes oversensitive. Neutral faces look unfriendly. Casual comments feel personal. You read rejection into ambiguous social situations. New findings show this isn't paranoia. It's your tired brain misreading actual information. Sleep restores accurate social and emotional perception. Rested, you can distinguish real threats from imagined ones, real rejection from neutral interactions. A single night of good sleep can shift emotional perspective. You don't need weeks of perfect rest to see benefits. Even one quality night helps. Problems that felt overwhelming before sleep often feel manageable after. This isn't just feeling refreshed. It's your brain having completed one cycle of emotional processing. That painful conversation gets recontextualized. That rejection gets integrated into broader patterns. One night won't heal everything, but it starts the process. Sleep is more important for healing than most people realize. Culture often treats rest as optional luxury or lazy indulgence. But neuroscience reveals sleep as biological necessity for emotional health. Missing sleep doesn't just make you tired. It prevents healing at cellular and neural levels. You can't think, exercise, or socialize your way to emotional recovery without adequate sleep. Rest isn't one tool among many. It's the foundation that makes all other healing possible. Rumination intensifies when you're exhausted. That endless mental loop of repetitive thoughts about painful experiences, it worsens dramatically with sleep deprivation. Your exhausted prefrontal cortex can't interrupt the pattern. You get stuck cycling through the same painful thoughts without resolution. Sleep breaks rumination naturally. After rest, the mental loop often disappears, or at least becomes easier to redirect. Sometimes you don't need to solve the thought pattern. You just need rest. Sleep is self-compassion, not self-indulgence. When you're hurting, you might feel you should stay vigilant. Keep thinking. Keep trying to fix things. But forcing yourself to stay awake while distressed is self-punishment, not productivity. Allowing yourself sleep when you're in pain is an act of self-care. It's choosing to give your brain the conditions it needs to heal. Rest demonstrates trust in your body's wisdom and kindness toward your own suffering. Healing requires surrender, not effort. This feels counterintuitive in a culture that values determination and hard work. But emotional healing doesn't respond to force. You can't effort your way through grief or willpower your way past trauma. Sleep represents ultimate surrender, releasing conscious control, trusting processes beyond awareness. This surrender isn't weakness, it's wisdom. Sometimes the strongest thing you can do is simply rest and allow healing to unfold naturally. Every living system builds recovery into its natural rhythms. Trees rest in winter. Ocean tides ebb and flow. Animals hibernate. Your body's circadian rhythm ensures daily rest periods. This universal pattern suggests rest isn't optional but essential to life itself. Emotional healing follows these same natural rhythms. Trying to heal without rest is like trying to grow plants in constant darkness, violating basic biology. Rest is biological wisdom written into existence. Trusting your body's ancient healing intelligence takes courage. Your conscious mind wants to control, understand, and direct healing. Surrendering to sleep means trusting processes you can't observe or control. But your brain has been healing emotional wounds for hundreds of thousands of years of human evolution. These mechanisms predate language, predate conscious thought. Sometimes, healing requires trusting your ancient biological wisdom more than your modern conscious anxiety. Transformation happens in darkness and stillness. Seeds germinate underground. Butterflies transform in chrysalises. Growth happens in hidden places. Your emotional healing follows this same pattern. The deepest changes occur in sleep's darkness and stillness, away from conscious awareness. You can't watch yourself healing any more than a seed can observe its own germination. Trust the darkness. Trust the stillness. Transformation is happening even when unseen. Pain often feels different after sleep, even when circumstances haven't changed. External situations might remain exactly the same. The loss hasn't reversed. The hurt hasn't been undone. Yet something feels different. This shift is real. Your brain has reorganized its relationship to the pain. The circumstances stayed constant, but your neural processing changed. This is the healing sleep provides. Not erasing pain, but transforming how you hold and carry it. Perspective emerges when consciousness steps aside. During waking hours, you're too close to your own experience to see it clearly. Sleep creates distance. When consciousness goes offline, other brain systems can analyze emotional experiences from new angles, connecting them to different memories and meanings. This unconscious analysis often surfaces as morning clarity, waking with understanding you couldn't access the night before. Wisdom sometimes requires stepping away from conscious thought. Waking slightly changed is sleep's quiet gift. You might not notice dramatic shifts, but most mornings after good sleep, something has softened. A decision that felt impossible now seems manageable. A loss that felt unbearable now feels survivable. These aren't dramatic healings. They're gentle recalibrations. Your brain has adjusted its relationship to pain by small degrees. Healing accumulates through subtle shifts, not sudden transformations. Small changes across many nights create profound transformation. One night's healing feels imperceptible, but weeks, months, years of consistent sleep create cumulative change. Each night, your brain processes a little more pain, integrates a little more experience, strengthens resilience a little further. You don't notice daily progress, but comparing yourself across months reveals remarkable change. Trust the accumulation. Small nightly adjustments compound into lasting emotional transformation. Patience with your healing timeline shows wisdom. Culture pressures rapid recovery. Get over it. Move on. Just be happy. But emotional healing follows biological timelines you can't force. Grief takes years, not weeks. Trauma recovery unfolds slowly, giving yourself permission to heal at your own pace. Trusting your brain's natural rhythm shows self-compassion. Your timeline isn't too slow. It's exactly what your unique healing requires. Self-forgiveness includes forgiving yourself for not healing faster. You might judge yourself for still hurting, still struggling, still affected by past pain. But healing isn't something you control through willpower. You can't fail at healing. You can only provide or withhold the conditions it needs. If you're sleeping, resting, and being gentle with yourself, you're doing everything right, even when it doesn't feel fast enough. You're doing the healing work even while sleeping. It's easy to feel unproductive when resting, like healing only happens during active coping or therapy or problem solving. But some of your most important healing work happens during sleep, beneath awareness, beyond conscious effort. Every night you rest, you're actively healing, even though it looks like doing nothing. Sleep isn't absence of healing. It's the deepest form of healing available. The paradox. Healing happens when you stop trying to force it. Desperate efforts to feel better often backfire, creating more stress and self-judgment. But when you release control, accept where you are, and simply rest, healing flows naturally. This doesn't mean giving up. It means trusting the process. Stop forcing. Start allowing. Your brain knows what to do when you finally let it work undisturbed. Emotional healing requires the same conditions as physical healing. Rest, time, gentle care. You wouldn't expect a broken bone to heal without rest. You wouldn't rush recovery from surgery. Emotional wounds need similar patience and care. Sleep provides the rest component. Therapy and support provide care. Time allows biological processes to unfold. Healing isn't something you do. It's something you facilitate by creating proper conditions and then getting out of the way. Your wounds taught you something valuable, even as they hurt. Every painful experience carries lessons about yourself, about relationships, about what you value and need. Sleep helps extract these lessons while reducing the pain. You get to keep the wisdom without staying trapped in suffering. This is the gift of processed pain. You grow from the experience without remaining imprisoned by it. Wisdom emerges from integrated wounds. Sometimes the bravest thing you can do is rest. When everything in you wants to stay vigilant, to keep thinking, to remain in control, choosing sleep requires courage. It feels vulnerable to surrender consciousness while you're hurting. But this vulnerability is strength. You're trusting your brain, trusting the healing process, trusting that you'll be okay even after letting go. That trust is profound courage. Mourning doesn't erase night's pain, but it offers new perspective. You'll still remember what hurt. The loss won't be undone. But after sleep, you face it with renewed neural resources, replenished emotional capacity, and often surprising clarity. Each morning is a small resurrection, a chance to meet yesterday's pain with today's restored strength. Sleep gives you this daily gift of renewed capacity. The answer was always in the question. How does your mind heal emotional pain? By stepping aside, by sleeping, by letting go. Your conscious mind, with all its protective intelligence, can't complete this work. Only your sleeping brain, freed from the constraints of awareness, operating in that unique neurochemical space where memories are soft and defenses are down, can truly transform pain into wisdom. Sleep is surrender. Surrender is healing. And so, our quiet journey through healing and sleep comes to a gentle close. We've traveled from brain circuits lighting up with pain to the mysterious chemistry of REM sleep, discovering along the way that healing happens not when we try hardest, But when we finally let go, from stress hormones marking memories to the glymphatic system washing the brain clean, we've glimpsed how emotional recovery is both deeply scientific and profoundly natural. Emotional healing reminds us that we're not meant to carry pain forever. Much of the deepest work happens in darkness, in silence, in that mysterious state between waking and dreams. Sleep reveals a fundamental truth. Sometimes the strongest thing you can do is nothing at all. Just rest. Just breathe. Just trust. By pausing to notice, we glimpse the extraordinary in the ordinary. That every night, your brain rewrites your story just a little, making yesterday's wounds tomorrow's wisdom. In these final minutes, take the deepest breath you can, as deep as possible. Think about consciousness itself. Yours, mine, everyone listening, all awareness everywhere, perhaps all connected in ways we don't yet understand. You are not alone in the universe of minds. Let your entire being dissolve into the ocean of consciousness, into dreamless rest, into the space before thought. Prepare for deep sleep. No boundaries left, only peace. If this thoughtful exploration of the mind helped you relax tonight, a gentle like and subscribe helps other sleepless souls discover this peaceful space too. It only takes a moment, but it means the world to us. One quiet tap, one sleepy soul at a time. But there's no need to do anything now. Nothing at all. You've traveled far tonight, farther than most journeys take you. You can allow these thoughts of healing to fade now, like morning mist dissolving in gentle warmth, leaving only the quiet calm behind. Let your breathing deepen. Let your body feel heavier, as if gravity itself is holding you tenderly, pulling you down into the soft darkness of rest. If sleep comes, let it carry you like a river carrying a leaf, smoothly, inevitably, into a realm where time and weight no longer matter. If your eyes are still open, the next video is waiting for you, ready to continue the journey. But if they're closed, stay there. Stay in the darkness that feels safe and warm. Tomorrow, your brain will still be healing. Emotional circuits will still be rewiring. But tonight belongs to stillness. Rest well, gentle soul. And remember, healing doesn't require your effort. It only requires your permission to rest. Dream deeper with bedtime science. Good night.